Hey everybody, EB's back with some more Masters of the Universe Origins. Welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time here, feel free to subscribe. Today I'm going to continue on with Wave 4 of Masters of the Universe Origins, and we got Tri-Klops. I personally thought Tri-Klops was going to be one of the most popular out of Wave 4, but I've actually seen a whole bunch of them on pegs. Well, that's relative. A whole bunch meaning like 5, other than the one I got, so I guess 6 total. But it seems like Hordak is definitely the #1 seller in my area. And then, yeah, I mean, who else is even in there again? I forget. Ninjor and Stratos. I've seen very few Ninjors and very few Stratos as well. I don't know why. I would have totally thought Tri-Klops, because he's just one of the iconic bad guys, would have been gobbled up like a piece of pizza, but doesn't seem to be the case, at least around these parts. Anywho, yesterday I actually saw 2 Tri-Klops on the peg right next to each other. I can't remember if I posted that on Instagram or not, but it doesn't really matter because you're watching this video now. I guess long story. Hopefully you can find a Tri-Klops because they seem to be slightly common versus many of the other MOTU origins. Anywho, Screwdoodles, this guy is personally one of my favorite out of this wave. Already did Hordak. Now we're going to try, and not much else to say, so let's head down, do some close-up action, and get them unpackaged. Alright, here we go with Tri-Klops. Check out the package, just like all the other ones on the front here, where it says his name and evil and sees everything. Oh, that's so funny. You can see the mini comic in the back, which I can already tell is the same as the other figures from this wave, which is common at this point. And then checking out the back with the cross cell. He-Man, Skeletor, so far been in every wave. Stratos, Hordak, Tri-Klops, and Ninjor in this wave. And they're doing the thing where he says he twists into powerful battle positions, which means his arms move. And then you can turn his visor, which is, you know, kind of the coolest thing about this feature, or this figure rather. And then you can check out the artwork on the top, which is pretty sweet too. Shooting Heyman and Battle Cat. And then, yeah. So, well, cool package. Mine's a little jacked up, not too bad. It was just hanging on the pegs, but all in all, it's pretty good shape. So, if I were a on-card collector, I would be okay with this. But I am not, so I will be wrecking the card and taking him out now. Hold on. Ta-da! Unpackaged. That was pretty amazing for you guys, right? That's movie magic right there. Well, let's check out his sword. This is the only accessory, but it is a pretty sweet sword. Nice two-tone, which is kind of unique nowadays. Usually everything's the exact same color, but you got the darker green handle and then the lighter green sword action. That's cool. I'm actually really happy that this is included instead of something else. And here's my homie, Tri. Cool beans. Well, let's check him out. Front looks good. Got a little weird mold mark on his leg there. Not too big of a deal. And then on the back, he does have a little placeholder for his sword, which I didn't have the original one. I assume this is a duplicate, but I would have thought that the sword holder would have been right in the middle of the back. I guess I don't know what's up, though. So, and then his 3 eyes, which we'll check out now. And by now, I mean literally right now. So this is his I'm taking a large poop look. A little painful action there. And this one is the poop has happened and I am getting a little calmer. Or this one is, oh my God, it's not coming out. God help me. So 3 little eyes. Like I said, I don't remember, right? Excuse me, I didn't have the original one, so I don't know exactly if these are the same, but I'm pretty sure they are. I just don't remember them matching up exactly with the cartoon, which is what I'm much more familiar with. But they are cool eyes. Does pivot really nice. It's actually enough tension on it that it's going to for sure hold, because if I try to turn it without holding his head actually moves. But his head isn't loose, so just so you know, his head is not loose like my Man-at-Arms, which, my word, that was the loosest one I've ever seen. So he's good, but his head does look up and down and side to side, and looks a little super creepy underneath, so don't look under there, kids. And his armor is nice in that a little bit softer plastic, not quite rubber, but still not as hard as the rest of the figure. Actually, the headpiece is a little softer too. It doesn't feel exactly the same as the armor, but hard to say. Anywho, check out his arms. Nice shoulder joint. Good elbow. Elbow doesn't want to go in. Well, maybe it is in all the way. And then some wrist action with his wicked back scratcha. Other shoulder. That one's, you can probably hear it click. Oh no. Not a big deal. That's funny. They do come off, which, that's interesting. It makes an interesting noise. And his arm came off, but it pops right back in, obviously, as you can see. This elbow's a little, not as much movement as I would have anticipated, but it's not sloppy or anything. And then his sword holder hand. The waist is a little loose, but, I mean, it twists when I super swing it. But if you want to put him in a dynamic pose, it's going to stay fine. And then some leg action. And the knees. The knees are never my favorite joints. I don't know what they do. They feel better on this than some of the other ones. There's just a little weak in there. And then we have the boot where it pivots. The other boot pivots. And the ankle. These are some boots. I believe these are the exact same as the He-Man boots. But they pivot a lot, and then they're not impeded as much by some of the other fancy schmancy stuff on the boots. There he is. He's happy to have gotten that poop out, so he's in happiness mode. Yeah, the waist is pretty loose. The more I'm playing with it, it's not going to be bad, but this is the most loose of any of the Wave 3 or 4 figures that I've checked out. And it's not that bad compared to Wave 1 and 2. So ultimately, good to go. Well, yeah. Hopefully you can find him. Because I'm sure you're going to want him now because he's badass. Well, there we go. Tri-Klops can see clearly now that he's out of that plastic shell. Pretty nice figure, just like a lot of them. Main problem is just a little loose waist. And it's kind of just at the middle. Once I turn him past like 2 o'clock and what would that be, 10 o'clock, he's all good. Not going to be a big deal for me because he's just going to sit there on the shelf, put his sword in his holster there, and it looks really funky from the back, but from the front I don't think it looks that bad. And as I was saying with the eyes, I'm more used to the cartoon version where he's got like a square, round, and triangle eye, as opposed to slightly angry, totes my goats angry, and OMG the world's ending angry. But you know, these are going for the vibe of the original figures, and I'm sure that's what they had, so that's why they did that. They're not making cartoon figures. All in all, pretty sweet. Hopefully you can get yours, and I know you might luck out and get them on a Target peg. Otherwise, you can still pre-order them at a lot of different places like Entertainment Earth and Big Bad Toy Store. And I think they even still have a lot of the Wave packs in stock, or not in stock, but available for pre-order, so you can just get the whole Wave with one foul swoop. But I don't know. I'll put links and you can check them out, because they be changing all the time. That's for sheezy. Anywho, Screwdoodles. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and feel free to leave some comments in the comments, and I'll comments back. I will. Telling you, I will. Anywho, till next time, take it easy.